see how fast they die in there. That didn't tell me nothing. Did the undercover stream work yesterday? Well, it didn't drop, so that we'll see. The name today is correct. We'll see if it was the correct move to make it correct. We're gonna find out. Maya Zine on the roof. Try this here now. Right here. Yeah, they're not dying before they get there. That's good. That's what we wanted to see. At least that's good news. All right. Oh yeah, that would do that. That. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, that was a stair. I guess we'll just add some light. Do it right here. Okay, we'll move that in a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm not sure though. I think it might be in a good spot. We need to push that wall back and that wall back. Alright, Ian. Isn't there a second cut and paste gadget somewhere?
Should be. Saw it somewhere, I don't know where I saw it.
You know, whatever. I can copy. It's fine. First thing I want to do is get rid of this water.
Not on me.
I need a bigger barrel. A drum, you might say. Wasn't there a bronze drum here?
A while back.
Okay, I'll just make a drum. Drum.
Steel's probably the best.
Oh, that was a drum. I missed the R. But aluminum's bigger. And we're not low on aluminum.
Is that Gravitas² or... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gravitas². Drum. Bigger. You still can't move the water around with that, right? It's just for storage. You can't pick it up, right?
No, you can pick it up.
You can't pick it up? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a steel drum on me. And it has water.
Why is it dragging me down the ground, Ian? Put it away.
Nope.
You don't know.
Well, I don't know where to put it. Unless you
Mob
give me
chest. If the
Oh,
mob
okay.
chest is full, make a second mob chest. Or you can put it next to the dragon or the ice and fire specific stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's
what
where I
did.
was putting it. Which is over here, yeah. Yeah. Remember seeing some, yeah, there we go, some dragon scales and some witherbone shards that can go in that specific chest. What, you got meat? You didn't get any scales?
I think I did put... Yeah, I put the scales in there.
Okay. Well, the meat was sitting in the middle of the ground. That's why I was asking.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's... Put that down. We don't have a lot of lapis yet, right? We got 43 lapis. Okay, yeah, we don't have a lot of lapis. Finish with this today. Time to get more lapis. Cough weeds. There we go. I'll do this in a minute. So you just pick it up. Just making sure. All right, we don't need this right now. I need to remove you so you don't get moved incorrectly.
Silk touch pickaxe?
I have the silk touch pickaxe yet.
So you want this back wall moved by one?
Both back walls.
Okay.
So let's see, we're gonna go. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, this one. What mode are we on? Copy. From here?
This is gonna be an interesting one.
Ian, what are you doing?
I'm going to move the other wall.
But I'm moving both walls. To here. Okay, that's copied. Now I just need to break it.
I was going to copy that side, or this side.
I got it. Put this in here. This in here to make sure that I get it. Why do I have that? Flawed solar gem. Why do I have that on me?
I don't know. I didn't drop it.
So what are you doing on here today? Just got nothing?
I was going to help you move that, but just waiting for stuff to finish. Trying to get all the aluminum I can.
Tell you what, let me get this to the proper size, and then it's going to have to be moved up.
Okay. I wonder if we can copy a witch with the cut paste.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't count.
Because that's what Princess said not to do.
Try and move that. I might as well just go ahead and grab it. Down here. That's where it was. That's where I need it. Crap, did I not hit enter? I did not hit enter. I'm sorry. There you go. I am very tired today, so bear with me there. Wait. Alright, now we need to pick you up. This. Roll back by 1. Oh. Starving. It's bad. There. And we're going to take the replacement gadget. Something there for the water. No, wait. There. If we look, where the water ended here before so that they died on the spot, now it ends right here so they fall. Which is what we want. Honestly, kind of done.
Up this wall.
Not what I meant. Here, Ian, take these slabs, go on the top. There needs to be slabs around the wall that just got moved back.
What? Sorry, I was fixing my mouse.
There needs to be half slabs on top of the wall that we just moved back.
Oh, okay. Done.
You sure? Okay. Center.
Do you want this moved up too?
I was thinking about it, don't think we need to. Why is... There shouldn't be water flowing from that block. There. Do you have any more slabs?
Yeah, I do.
You toss some glue in those. Thank you. Alright, 1, 2, 3, right here. You are literally standing on the center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and remove. Go ahead and put one there. So this is the new center. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's exactly where the spawner was. This goes here. And blaze goes on red. There we go. Now it should do exactly the same thing it did with the water. Which is what we want. Yep. Oh. Wow. Even more bucket. I guess that makes sense. We move back by one block, or in one in each direction, so it's going to need 2 more extra buckets of water. There we go. Okay. Now if we get too close, they'll get angry and stuff, but that should be... So don't get too close. But you can hit them. Don't get too...
I'm not...
You'll figure it out. Not perfect, but blazes are difficult. And we got blaze rods. And the jump. No, 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 Batman, we are undercover. No, this is the other test, Sylvie, to see if something else that we did fixed it. We'll see. Oh, okay, makes sense. There. How much scaffolding? Oh. Here we go.
making it here quick enough.
That's as fast as they're gonna go, Ian. There's a reason for that. They're blazes. See, the problem with blazes is that they float. So anything you do to make them faster has to be adjusted to the fact that they're going to float on their way down. So you need to make sure that they are, like, accounted for that. So basically, they just move slowly. They just move slowly vertically. You have no choice on that matter. And since we're waiting for them to fall down into that hole, it's going to take them a minute once they get there to fall down into that hole. Plus, that means that they're going to flow through that water at a slow pace. The good thing about that is, when they flow through that water, they're taking a lot of damage before they get there. Like, I'm looking at it, and there's like 3 heart, 2.5 hearts, 2.5 hearts, half a heart. So they're getting close to dying just by going through the water to get to that point. Not all of them are making it, though. Still, it's doing pretty well. And you have like 0 patience, so that shouldn't be too surprising that it's not fast enough for you.
Well, main thing is not fast enough to heal. I don't mind about the spawning rate. The spawn rate, I can see them.
Uh-huh. It takes time for them to take damage before they get there. There's nothing I can do to speed up them taking damage.
Yeah.
Even if we took them, put them in there, and use a crushing mechanic on them, it would literally take time for them to build up to that point. Then it would take time for them to take crushing damage from that. And then you would kill... Honestly, that would be slower.
No, I agree.
What you can do, by the way, is increase the range of it. I made that room bigger than a 9x9, so I think you can expand the range of that thing twice.
Okay.
Which would increase the number of spawns, of course.
What is that to increase? Noise light, spawn, silent, mixed entity.
Somewhere, I bet you I'm wearing that somewhere.
Activation range, 2 prismarine crystals. No, that's not it.
No, not activation range.
That's blaze rods, so spawn range.
Oh, I wonder where you're going to get some of those.
Yeah, I wonder.
I need a new steel. I need a new sword. I haven't looked at the other swords in this yet. I've attacked them. Okay, let's look at steel. That's what I was using. It was pretty good. Steel is 6.75. If I upgrade it to red or blue, that's 10. That sucks.
Hopefully this is not too ugly.
Well, that's actually 9 attack damage.
Right, so what should the range be? I just stopped them from spawning.
I'll look. You should be able to look at it and figure it out. A normal range is 4 blocks away from it. So if it's 6 to the wall instead of 4 to the wall, then you need to increase it by 2. I'm not sure. I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you need to increase it by 2.
Spawn range is 3, so 4, 5. Spawn range is 5 now.
What? Hit it one more time.
Righto. It is now 6.
So, I'm assuming that's a radius, and you're good.
And I'm out.
The ones that spawn on the far end of the room might die before they make it, though.
Yeah, goes.
Well, that's kind of the point of it. So, kinda care. I hate that I can't walk through that gap. It's really annoying. All right.
Oh, you've got a balloon in here, by the way.
Oh, dadgummit. Forgot about
I'll get
the
it.
balloon. Okay.
No! No! Ah, dang it.
What?
I'm good.
Okay.
No, I was trying to catch it, and then I fell into the spawn, or the, place where I hit them, so. It's all good now.
Dragon Bone Sword is 8 attack damage.
I'm making another Uber weapon.
I'm looking at... I'm making my sword. I'm looking at swords.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
understandable.
don't have a sword right now. My sword got used in the Enderman thing.
No.
That's kind of cool.
stop processing these blaze rods.
This is what I have. This is what I can have. No. Oh, the modern. Okay.
I don't think that exists.
Wow,
in this
that's
bed.
What?
The Automodium stuff.
What about it?
I don't think it exists. I don't know. I turned it off.
Looks like it exists.
Okay.
You gotta find the ore, which is probably on a planet. Or something. There's a flint sword. Okay.
Yeah, from Great Trick.
Quada. I think that's space.
Nakwata.
No, that's crap. That's not bad. What's it take to make you? Probably a lot. So annoying. What's the actual method of making you? There we go, liquid titanium. You just tell me about the powder, huh?
Wow. We blaze powder. Woohoo!
Raw titanium. Huh. So if we find titanium, makes a good sword. High voltage EBF electronic blast furnace to hot ingot, if you recall. Oh. Now, it looks like raw titanium you just turn into this. Ah, there we go. In order to actually make the ingot, you need high voltage. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, you're right.
In
Yeah,
high
so
voltage, we can get, well, once we get to high voltage, I think, we can do blue steel very, very easily. We can skip like 50 steps and just go straight to dust.
Do we have any red steel and blue steel right now? I should probably just make it. I'm asking.
Yeah, we
I
have blue
should just
steel.
do
We
it.
have 32. We have 23 red steel and 34 blue steel and 4 black steel.
You made some last night, says Galmayer.
It's in the Santhalite.
I know, but I don't like to just I know I've been doing it mostly so far, but mainly because nothing has been going on that I consider to be too difficult on this end of stuff outside of making the Gravitas machines, which I would have gotten to eventually, but I was in no hurry to do so. You know, but making blue steel, one, I know how to do it. Two, I know how much of a pain it is to do it. And three, I hate just using the material when I could help make some. So I should make some. I freaking hate making this stuff. But then again, who doesn't hate making this stuff? It's kind of why I want to do it. Okay, red steel. You. And blue steel is you. Specifically, the one you actually need to make, I think, is this one, though. Yeah. So, we need weak blue steel. And weak red steel. We also need black steel.
$231 glass range.
No, because you need to make the ingot in black steel, you need to take that high carbon. In order to make the high carbon, you need to weld a pig iron to a weak. There it is. Weak steel. That one. You need to make that. You need to make in order to make those two. Because in order to make weak blue steel, you need black steel, and bismuth bronze, and sterling silver. You can make 50 per pole.
If we can touch MB and then touch HV, well, no, actually, hang on, let me look at. Just trying to see if we can, like, get the HV stuff for the EBF, and then, we can make blue steel. Actually, I wonder if we can make black steel, too. Oh, okay. Steel, nickel. Oh! Okay, we can make black steel now. We need to upgrade the EBF to MV, but once we do that,
Where do you see we can make black steel? In what form do you...
Electric blast furnace.
In which form do you see it making it?
Dust.
Dust.
It's basically... Actually,
I'm looking. Give me a second.
No, I'm just trying to see if red steel is also the...
That's the recipe. Use.
Okay, that's also M. No, that's HV.
Black steel dust can be turned into black steel ingot in the electric blast furnace to make black steel dust.
You go to the...
Use red...
Yeah. Centrifuge mixer. What?
In a mixer, you put in steel dust, nickel dust, black bronze dust.
Oh, it is MV. Okay. Sorry. So, yeah, we can make that right now.
Okay.
Sorry, Galmo. I was just... I think we were both tired last night because we were excited that we got something and then, yeah.
Okay, so let's say that I wanted to make 50 of each. As I recall, in order to make 50 of each, you're going to need 100 black steel because you need to make the initial weak steel for each color, and then you need to anvil that. You need to... I can't remember the name of the term. Hit it with flux. You know, weld it with the black steel. So you need double black steel for each ingot of red and blue steel. So in order to make 100 of you, so we're going to remove that. I'm not going to make that. Make 100 of you.
I have a question. How do we upgrade to HP for the EBF? I'm guessing we still need stainless steel. Go back to what I was doing now.
We're just going to make 20 recipes of each of this, right? 10 recipes would be 50. 20 recipes would be 100. Yeah, so 100 recipes of this. 100 recipes of this would mean each of the... not 100. 20 recipes of this would be 20 black bronze, 20 nickel, 60 steel. So, 20, 20, 60. Okay. Black bronze is not that bad. Black bronze.
Oh, we should... Oh, I forgot about that too.
You want to look in the liquid form, that's going to be the easiest way to say it. Molten black bronze, that's great tech. Molten black bronze and terra firma craft, we want that one. Yeah. And we also want nickel, which is also very easy. Nickel is a direct one. That is just garnierite. And steel is steel. Okay. So, black bronze. We want 20 of that. But you could just make 50, though. There's no reason not to make 50. Assuming we don't have any black bronze. If we don't have 50 black bronze. If we have 50 black bronze, then... Okay. Alright, time to test this thing. Okay, you. Don't crash me.
Shoo! Oh, I would have totally kicked you just for the loss of it, but I wasn't.
No black bronze. That's fine.
Hey, look, man, it's up.
Okay, so 50 black bronze. We're going to need...
Just to remind you, Pack, the crucible only holds 40 ingots at a time.
You know why I was thinking 50?
Why?
Because on Tuesday, you take 50 of the cube things, which are 80 millibuckets each, basically.
Right.
40 at a
So
time.
40 at a time. The Crucible, that smelting spreadsheet I have will switch to the ore washing mod that's in Hard Rock if you choose to use it that way. There's a toggle in there for which mod pack you're using. So it'll handle calculating alloys in that mod pack too.
What? Okay. But don't I just gotta make them all manually anyway?
Right, but if you need help or want to double check your math, because I need help with that sometimes.
Oh. No, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. So I'm gonna make. I'm like 80 of this. Just so we
You
got
make it
lots
two
of it.
separate ones. One for you and one for the... But I don't know. I have my inventory completely empty, minus whatever I'm crafting.
We have a ton of gold, right? We have a ton of gold.
Yep.
We have a ton of silver too, don't we?
Ton of gold. Yeah, I managed to.
We don't have a ton of silver ingots. We should have a ton of silver.
We have a ton of silver.
Yeah.
We can go get more tons of silver and nickel and... No, I think it's zinc side.
Ian, I was there. I know. 4,126 rich native silver. Yeah, we got a bit of silver.
We have our first old cow.
It was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
How's the jute doing up there?
It didn't look quite. It's not quite ripe yet.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
I mean, once it shows mature, like, give it another, like, Minecraft day for the jute.
Man, I really wish there was a conversion in this one, like again, like on Tuesday, to turn them into one universal, like powder or something. I like that a lot more. Grind them down so I don't have to have the instead of having rich, and normal and poor, you could take them all and convert them all into one value. Like
yes.
It was, yeah. I like that conversion thing.
In HV, you can do that.
In HV. Doesn't say you can do that. I'm looking at it right here. Rich native silver has the only... Well, okay. Correction. I didn't look far enough. I only looked at the crusher. Okay. At HV, you can convert it into crushed silver ore. Okay.
Oh, the flux cores.
Yeah, the jute's at 80%.
Okay. You know, should have one more.
You know what we can do now, with a little bit more effort, is make an AE integrated dynamics inscriber, and make mineral saplings. Now that we're in MV, so we can get in. We can ID is essentially unlocked at this point after we do some processing.
Okay. Just needed to confirm that in this 144 millibuckets is an ingot. Okay, so that's still a thing in this. Okay, so every 3 rich is 1 ingot. So
Yep, 3 rich is an ingot, 4 normal is an ingot, and 6 poor is an ingot.
6, 9, 12. I gotta put that deployer back. I'm done with that for now.
Ian, are you crafting?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay,
make it
I
a little
gotta
lag
know,
visual.
when you're crafting, why does that lag everything?
Don't know.
You don't know. You literally do not know. Even though you always know when we say you're... Okay.
I don't... I feel like... Because I'm pressing... like, I'm holding shift and then I'm clicking. I'm not letting it wait. I just keep on clicking because then it just repeats the recipe quicker. The problem is it doesn't go in my inventory faster. I mean, it still goes in my inventory, but it lags because I think it's making sure that the packet's over.
Might I suggest, this is what I do, because we have the same mod on Tuesday. Look at the ground in front of you and throw it. It does one at a time, but it does it as fast as it can throw it. It works well with it works really well with that mod too, because it helps the mod to keep up.
I think okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I keep on seeing you do it on Tuesday. Yeah.
I have to try that. That sounds great.
2 miners.
9, 18, 27.
2,979 flux coins. Oh, goody. Now I have to do the block.
That's 36.
Oh, I need to do... Oh, this is going to be fun.
That's 40. So 18 stacks of 16. So 48 times 16 times 18 is 1,300 or 13,824. That divided by 144 equals 96.
No flux dust. Wait, why am I cutting it? To be surprised if Edson gets nom 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 nom.
If you're expecting me to double check your math back, I'm not following, sorry.
No good.
Oh, we're back down to 2,800. Oh wait, we still have any interest. Some wine. Whee! I keep on forgetting I put a waystone down here.
Plus 48.
Right, because I need my pick.
Times. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. so this should be exactly 39 ingots of silver. Seven stacks plus 5. Nothing stuck in here. Okay. Might as well do that again.
Are you planning to use the compression for welding, or are you going to do it by hand?
Compression.
I think there was a bug that got fixed in our version, so I would only put in a couple and test it. Just,
Okay.
just throw a bucket of diesel in it and it'll superheat it. And it needs to be superheated.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, we got a lot of garnierite too. Wow.
Yeah. We have plenty of nickel. I haven't even touched the Greg Tech nickel yet.
To be honest, I think we
Give me a
might
nickel,
have
give me a
less
nickel.
steel than we have of the other three ingredients.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that that should be done in lower quantities. Okay, interesting. Same thing with the copper, I'm betting. Do we not have any copper ore?
We might have melted it all.
We should have copper ingots. Oh.
That's not what I said.
The terminal does work. I tested it and it doesn't
Oh,
crash if you
crap.
wanted to search for it.
I was just kind of looking forward to see if it was like an all in the same line.
It should be.
Oh, sorry
I
if
don't see
I'm
any.
queued up.
Oh, here we go. Well, that's hematite. Hematite, yeah.
That's a blank spot where copper used to
There we
be.
go.
Oh, jeez.
Malachite. We got a bit of malachite. Okay.
I said I wasn't kidding.
You weren't... You said
I
yeah,
got a
you
lot
said
of
we
malachite.
have a lot of... You said we have ingots. You didn't
Oh,
say
yeah,
we had a lot of
ingot-
ingots. You just said we had ingots.
Oh, well, ore-wise, it's rare. If I got an MV miner, that's gonna be fun. Government knows what I'm gonna do with that. Just set it down in the most richest area and just like, let's go to town with it.
Gonna need a stainless steel crate just to carry all of it.
Mm-hmm.
That or hook up an ender chest on both ends.
I mean, I do have an ender chest.
Does Silk Touch work to pick it up?
Yes, it does. I tested that.
So, to make...
Unless Vortex wants to, I'm going to fix this. Or Blacklist.
I-
Though I don't think it should, because that's a base Minecraft feature.
Yeah.
And if anything, that should stay in, because the recipes for the other, like Ender Pouch and Ender Tank, stuff doesn't work. It was not even recipe-wise is not even activated, so you can't make them.
Thank you for reorganizing my inventory whenever I do something game. That's what I really want you to do. I need a key to turn that on and off. Okay, 20.
Should be a thing at IPN.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind, I'm good.
Here, silver, silver, silver.
There's like 3 different silver ingots in their pack.
There you go. That's the one I just made, though.
Cool.
Okay. So actually want to do.
Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, glass, come here.
So, kill you.
I'm sorry, I think I just wasted all glass. I'm not wasted. Yeah, keep 26 just to be safe.
So I got the blaze spawner to work, by the way, Galmir.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's an
You know what I
awesome
did?
thing. What did you do?
Took out two chutes.
Is that it?
I mean, I took the walls and shoved them back by one, so the water was going into the correct position, and had Ian increase the range so that it spawns in a larger area. But essentially, I took out 2 chutes and made it so the water does not actually end above it. So now they take damage before they get here, and then they fall to that spot, and you kill them.
Watch the map.
And thankfully, one of the things I asked Ian to do when he was setting up the spawner... Oh, don't stand under it!
Yeah, like stand right here and hit them.
If they
you
see
stand
you,
on the,
they'll fly.
Yeah. If you stand on the bamboo double slat, like the one that's at the, like a block, that one I learned how to just... Okay, that's not on me. That's on you.
Where did the block go?
Probably
All
in the
right,
chest.
let's get you a stone block. I got it.
Right, I need more glass.
Was it a half slab?
Yes, it was a half slab. Come back out. You break that. There you go. Just be careful of the block. Yeah, you need a better weapon. It's better for a sword.
Careful.
We'll make a sword to be set next to it, too, because, I mean, that's just a good plan. A looting sword.
Foaming press. No, that's reinforced glass. Don't need it.
And, of course, they still take damage from the water before they get there, so they end up weaker. It's not perfect, but it's very functional.
That's great.
Okay, this should be black bronze, I think, right? Oh, black bronze. Turn this on.
like how easy gunpowder.
Place spawners are annoying.
Yeah, they are. I wish I had known that you need to do player damage to get the blaze rods. I would have completely reconsidered that design. Honestly, the best true design would be to take it and put them on a line with a conveyor belt and have a whole bunch of punchers just going at them.
And then drop them into a spot where you can kill them yourself.
No, just let the punchers do it because that would be doing player damage. Or the true best way to do it is to have a mod in this that would allow you to just do player damage. But we don't have that.
Nope.
Do we have any effective way to make a lot of glass panes besides manual?
I believe so.
I'm just curious.
That's right.
I mean, we have an LV cutter. So, I mean, it makes 8 at a time from 3. We have it set up with lubricant, so it'll go fast.
I wonder which is more enchantable, netherite or red or blue steel.
I think they're intended to be relatively equivalent.
Well, netherite does not do as much damage as the red and blue steel.
It's so nice having a people over here at the class for me.
And there. Black runs. There we go. Beautiful. Your organization of this wall confuses me. But it's fine.
Hmm?
Okay, it's upgraded. Let's put it here. Nickels,
I was
nickels. I was kind of
just trying to add stuff and then make it a little bit easier, but yeah. I didn't feel like taking out everything and then going by tiers.
Honestly, if I take on a big job today, I might start making the... See, I want to make a room underneath here. And make that the storage room. And then have the access to it be this thing. The logistic cable. But that
great.
keeps crashing.
Well, hopefully in the next upgrade they'll have it. We won't.
Update.
Upgrade. So we're not ready to do it yet, but it's crashing sometimes, right? Right now, but if we restart the server, it might crash us. But it's client side, and they have a fix. They haven't released it yet.
Yeah,
They could do it manually, but that would be a pain. So
I'm fine manually updating, but I don't know about Nasus, so we'll make it. Oh,
He just said that it's not updated. We would need to update that particular element manually.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm fine with doing that.
No, you said you were fine with updating it. I thought
No,
you
I'm
meant...
fine with updating... Okay. I meant to say I'm fine with updating that manually, the single mod. I just don't know about Anessos and his wife. Or significant other.
Let's not do that.
I mean...
That is really confusing. Yeah, this is definitely something that's going to be... we can still start working on it.
I mean, yeah, like, what I did was just trying to get everything in there and yeah.
Here,
This might be enough storage space. Underneath this.
Oh, it'll be enough storage space. I'll just make it a giant freaking room. What I'm thinking... Oh, man, is there an elevator in this? Like a...
Yes, crate.
Teleportery elevator-y?
There's a crate teleporter, and then there are also eventually warp portals, I think they're called. Warp plates? No, not the warp plates. What are they called? The Ender IO thing, I think.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah, but that's not
warp
something
anchors
we have now.
Yeah.
Or... travel anchors. They just take pulsating crystals. That's all. And conduit binder. Sounds easy until you look up what a pulsating alloy costs. I'm assuming these machines are not something we get for a while.
Oh, that's unlocked. We can make it. Pulsating alloy is an MV recipe. Vibrant alloy is an MV. Energetic alloy is an MV. We can make it.
Yeah, because that means that we could pretty much make, as long as the travel anchors that we put around our place can all see where the room is. We can just like have a travel anchor here and then have the room be in the middle of our place. And you just stand on a travel anchor, right click, or drink a little bit of water, right click, and you end up in the storage room. That way we can have access. I mean, honestly, we could just have these things wherever. But I was thinking, in that room, we put this panel and as many boxes of crates, as many aluminum crates of of things that we just want, like, you know, large, smaller storage, the things we don't have, you know, the normal storage room, and then that thing, and then a panel for all the bulk stuff.
So, combination of storage drawers and aluminum crates.
Correct. The storage drawers you wouldn't even see, though. There'd be access in there to go down to add to them, but you wouldn't even see them. You would just see a panel.
Right. So, no create vault. Greg Tech super tanks or super chests will hold millions of items if we ever get there. But for now, I think the storage drawers and crates will be great.
Well, because the storage drawers upgrade using gold, no, steel.
Right.
I mean, once you get to a certain point of a number of items, you don't need any more of that. And I know Ian is going to fill up some stuff. I'll let him deal with adding more storage capacity for the things that he needs to go Ian on. You know, like the ender pearls.
Go Ian on, right?
Yeah.
Love it. So we have 600 iron right now, and how much steel? 400 steel. Might be time to do some more iron processing. Ian, are we done with gem processing for now? I want to switch out the sifter for the centrifuge.
Now, this blast furnace, does this thing have no way of automating it? The primitive blast furnace.
I doubt it. I don't think so. I think you're meant to go to EBF, which is automatable.
Okay.
We could take this down and put the EBF over here instead. It's
Well,
like...
the reason I'd say that is because we could just like put a bunch of iron in the top of this and have the coal be automatically pumped into it. But if we can't do that, it's kind of pointless. I'd rather be able to have one that's constantly running, making steel, and then be able to use the EBF as needed.
Well, we can always add another wall to the EBF, like we're sharing this. And they can run separately.
Okay. If you want to do that, we could do that. And by the way, at some point we might want to consider walls in here.
Yes.
Yes.
And as cool as I do like how you got these all lined up next to each other. I think at some point we might want. Well, I don't know. Is this the number of machines that we're going to have? That's a good question.
No.
First of all, there's going to be more than that.
Yes. I can think of at least 2 I want to add.
What I'd like to do is like put walls in between them, so that we can like identify them a little bit easier. Maybe we'll be able to put signs over the top of them, or maybe a display panel so that you can like indicate what what each of the things is.
Going? Okay.
Make it look a little bit better, and then we could maybe have that be a processing hallway where in like double wall, like one on this side and then one on that side, and then like have this stuff be at the end down here, so you like, look down this room, and then you have the processing room.
I gotta love your night. Great
Cool.
night.
All right.
Cool. Can't wait until these finish.
I mean,
Like the 15
possibilities
inches.
are endless since the flux points work, right?
Right. Possibilities are completely endless. Did you see what I did with the create the processing wall?
Create
The lava.
processing wall.
Smoking, blasting, haunting, washing.
No, you did that?
You noticed that?
Oh, it's gone. Well, what do you know?
No, you didn't even notice. That's funny.
No.
I wasn't as much
Oh
as
yeah,
I thought.
I upgraded the system. Hey, Galmir, look around you and look at the energy. Yeah, that made a.
You went
whole
after the
system
max, huh?
Yeah, and then I had to get the reinforced motor out because it literally overstressed the system. There's
on
still
the
a
one
strong
hand-
motor, but the reinforced is still there, so the reinforced basically we have 3,000 SU left, 3,500. Sorry.
On the one hand, we don't really need the double carbon shafts things going from the encased chain drive back up to there. But on the other hand, that looks really cool. I like
Doesn't it?
that.
Yeah, I like it too. It's so compact.
That said, this part up front, I would change this out to how we do it on the other server and how I usually set it up. See, the thing about how Create does things is it'll put things on here 16 at a time.
No, I think it goes 64.
Even then, it'll do 64 at a time with a smart chute. But what you can do is just have it be an open gap, and it'll drop on top of the spot, and when it's done, it'll process and go through.
I'll lift it by one. I actually had them up by one, and I decided I wanted to make sure it was just doing one at a time. But if you say it'll do more than just the one stack.
It'll do all the stacks.
Right, that stuff.
You can literally fill this entire thing with wood. Have it, well, not this one. This one. If you could do charcoal that way, you could fill this entire thing with wood. It would drop it down as fast as it could go, and as fast as it could process, do 8 seconds at the end of the last stack, it would be falling down to the end of the bottom. It would literally process it as fast as it can drop it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Check the filters out. I changed the filters up.
Cannot be smelted. Yeah, that's exactly how I would have done it.
Cool.
At that point, you don't even need the levers, but I mean, it's a nice touch. That's a just in case cause.
We have upgraded power. storage.
There is
Then
some things that have two levels of yeah, like sometimes it has two tiers. At that point, you would need to have access to go back in and grab the stuff. What I suggest we do is we just basically put covers on the side here. Maybe covers on the copycat covers on the sides and the front. Put this. Well, you can still just do shoots on the top. You don't need to do smart shoots. You can just do shoots on the top. Save the smart shoots for when we need them, and then you still put the. Here, okay, hold on. Man, I hate doing this because the signs are gonna lose their.
I got like 30 or 40 glow ink, so whatever.
Yeah. Is there better signs in this too at some point? Ow! Ow! Yeah, that would happen. That would happen. That makes sense.
Well, the funny thing is that I turned this all the way down to 1 RPM, and it was still sticking out 2. I was like, well, had it at 1 RPM, but it was still feeding it with a strong motor, which was using up 2,000 SU, and using 8, putting out 2,000. But I'm like, oh, if I just change it to the total,
do it again.
It's the same thing as that one motor would produce. So I gave up and set up max speed. I really like the idea that you could put a depot right in front of it, so the depot had blocked it itself.
Yeah, that is kind of cool how they do that. Let me get the covers. Do we have any covers?
We have some copycat panels, but
yeah,
I'm not sure if that's there's 16 of them in this chest here.
Hey, Gabriel, come take a look at the power storage.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what to pull out of this chest because that doesn't belong, because I need to put the smart shoots in it. Polished blackstone slabs. Done. Those are needed for like one of the motors or something that we decided against using.
Well, there's stuff in there that we're not going to use for a while, like the windmill sails. Like, we could probably take those and put those into back storage.
Sure.
Okay,
and I have 3 entrance on each. Plus a plus. Basic.
That's cool.
So now we have a lot of storage for base and outgoing.
And we want to put glass on the front, at least. Colored glass would be best, but we don't really need colored glass. It's just showing off. Hey, you need them in ASOS? Go for it. And, I don't know, something cool. There's some cool something on the side. What do you think?
But now we can actually do big operations without the gadgets.
Brass panels.
Brass panels?
Yep. Match with the catalysts.
Well, there's brass window pane, but that wouldn't work. Just want to do brass in general?
Yeah.
Brass casing?
We could use the brass plated box from the glass room.
Does it look cool?
Does it consume it?
It does consume it.
Bummer.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
Okay, I'm gonna make more plugs and things.
So we need 2, right?
Yeah. Now, at this point, it should not be damaged. It should not damage when I place this thing back.
Need more fire pits.
Because it does not blow through glass, and the copycat panel has glass, so it should be fine. Yep. The signs we would put.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that looks pretty good. I'm fine with that. Doesn't have to be super fancy, but still looks pretty good. Why is there a sign there?
Oh, that looks weird.
How'd that? What? I put it on the chute.
Oh shoot.
Trying to
That's
figure they can't
different.
hop over that. There.
Yeah. So, Garma, how do we get HV on the EBF? Do we need to like?
Look up the MV energy hatch. That's what we
Oh,
need.
okay.
2 of them.
Was that what we were working towards last night, or at least the baseline of it?
Down there.
Probably back up. Ah, okay, that's why we need the sapphire lens. Okay.
It could do warped.
I figured you get lost in that crafting chain a little bit. That's it's one of the bit deep ones.
Everything else easy. The core easy. Oh.
Okay, we can change the signs. That's good.
We could technically make that. Alright. Silicon, wait for silicon!
Yep, we need an MV cutter, we need an MV laser engraver, we need
Oh yeah, that.
several other things. Thought we had polished black stone slab somewhere else, but
Okay, we just need 4 white dye and 4 glowing things. I had a drawer I was kind of doing for dyes.
there's a chest with a few dies. I
don't suppose white
missing a
chocolate would work, will it?
There it is. Chalk
What?
should work as a dye. Chalk should work as a dye.
No, what you said before that.
I was
Doesn't
looking
work.
for one of the crates, and I found it.
Okay.
We don't. When you said we don't need the crates, or we still need the crates for somewhere as a.
Well, it could be
inventory to
just a
start with?
chest on top, but yeah, we do need something.
Alright, well, we'll just do that.
Because it drops it so quickly, you don't need a lot of storage on the top. It's going to go really fast. The bottom, you want a lot of storage. The top,
And we don't need depots because it'll just process them because the chutes won't let it in.
Right.
Cool.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Well, those are much nicer use of signs than I had. And I couldn't figure out what color, so I just picked hickory.
Yeah,
So-
hickory's fine. You just want something dark that's gonna show up well against the white lettering. That's nice and dark. It's a good sign.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. I like it. Now you could run this down to 1 RPM a tick, or 2 SU, 1 RPM, and have it do this exactly the same
Mm-hmm.
instead of 2,000.
We,
So
could,
1,000.
we can turn it down if we want to, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, we have SU to spare right now.
Right.
Although I really think that we're using SU up there. We're using 16K SU to make into power, and then we're have 2 motors over here using power. I think we should probably just
I have a question.
not generate power from this section, and we'll probably be fine.
Should we upgrade our contraption drills?
No. Feel free to test them, but in my testing, they were not did not work well against TFC ores or TFC stone, really.
Netherite too, I'm guessing.
Yep, all of them.
I was trying to find something that I can throw in here in a large number to show off what it does.
I was testing with cobalt, but you just if you need to, you just grind it again. That's probably
Oh, so you're taking something, grinding it into powder, and then putting it back in.
no. I just had 5 or 6 stacks of cobalt that just sitting in the output chest over here, output crate over here. Okay, 7 stacks, and they're not. I mean, we don't have a huge use for cobalt. It's just a byproduct.
Brass nuggets.
One thing that I will point out, I don't know if you caught this, the route to wrought iron ingots is now purified iron nuggets, bulk blasted into nuggets, and then alloy smelted in, or bulk blasted into wrought iron nuggets, then bulk blasted into wrought iron nuggets from purified iron nuggets, and then alloy
Okay.
smelted back to wrought iron ingots. Here.
So this, going through the bulk blasting, turning to cobalt ingots. So now, we just go here. As long as you don't walk up next to it, which is the way you design this, it actually is a good way of just like not standing next to it. And done.
That's great.
Super fast, isn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Love it. And I've got a drawer waiting for these.
No, I have silk gear. I'm going to put on my silk gear. Enchanted silk gear that doesn't work for the enchant, but yeah, that I don't know whoever does this mod, the TFC ambiential, which is a fun word to say, should probably make it so that they can take unbreaking enchants and work when they're in your curio slots. That gives a reason to, enchant it in mods where you can enchant. like this one.
Noted. Yeah, the original author of Ambiental, gave up with it after 112 or 118. So it was picked up by actually one of all the mods devs. So
I see.
They should be open to edits like that.
I mean, it's part of this, the mod pack, so that would make sense if they're open to it. Put that here. Anyways, I was working on making steel.
Colored steel.
Yeah. My phone just rang to tell me that the word game that we play together, it's just updated, or it started a tournament, stuff like that. And I go in there and it's like, winter season is over. Come claim your winter season rewards. Yeah, totally over. It's not snowing outside.
I stopped. Oh, I missed.
Someone lives in Florida. Or not New York, for that matter. I know technically winter is done. But technically snow's on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to losing an hour of sleep on Saturday night either.
I hate that.
Daylight savings is a huge pain.
The only thing about that, here's the really stupid part. So, there's been proposals. Ian, please stop.
Sorry, I was crafting.
Okay. The only thing about that is that there is proposals to get rid of daylight savings, right?
I'd rather keep it on what it is right now.
Or make it permanent.
That's the stupid thing. Instead of getting rid of daylight savings and just making it regular time all the time, to just add an hour so we're off from the entire world all the time. But here's what I don't understand about that concept is people are like, but then you're going to gain an hour. It's like, no, you're not. It's the same freaking time. Just get up, slightly do things at a different time. I don't understand. If things aren't working at the times that they're at, that they're at the wrong time. You don't complain about it and then change how time works. You're doing things wrong.
Yeah, it's annoying.
The one thing, if they did that one thing, I mean, I wouldn't forgive for a lot that they've been doing stupid in the U.S. lately. I'm not getting into that. Don't. Oh no, no, I am not opening that can of worms. There's a lot of
Sure.
stupid
You
crap
just
going
did.
on in the U.S. But I would be slightly less annoyed if, like, the one thing that they did, the one thing, is to just stop.
Saw that.
We don't need to change the time twice a year just for nothing, for literally nothing. It costs us more money to end up late to work every year, like at different times of the year, twice a year, than we are saving in electricity. Because we have these things called LEDs now. Just turn on a light. Oh, freaking hate it. Freaking hate it.
Now, it actually, I don't know if how much you've read, but it actually was a sarcastic article by Benjamin Franklin that first suggested it.
Well, it made sense for a while. To be honest, it did kind of make sense for a long time. But as the world became more like dependent on everybody on each other globally, as the world kind of started to congregate into like one centralized like thought process, as it became like more worldly, okay, to put it bluntly, and as technology improved, and as we started staying up later and getting up earlier, and as the time of day meant less, because you're basically inside all the time anyways. The only time it makes a difference is when the kids get on the bus, the farmers get up to do their farming, and vacations. Vacations, I don't care. You can get up earlier or later, whatever you wanted. Grab all you want, and ASOS, there's like 5 stacks in there. Kids, put a light in the school bus. They're not. It's literally just for that one time a day that they're waiting to get on the bus. That's one of the biggest arguments. But and that's the worst argument, because it is for like 5 minutes every day. For 95% of the kids, they just basically show up to the school bus right before the bus shows up, and that's it. So the entire United States needs to adjust for 5 minutes in the morning for kids. There's other ways to fix that problem. If you're really that worried about it, make bus stops. I don't care. It would make a lot more sense to make bus stops than to change it for the entire country. And farmers just get up early anyways. If you change the time, they're going to change it. They're not adjusting their time according to daylight savings. They're changing their time according to the cows. They literally work when they work.
Hey,
Yep.
Gamma, I did something up here. We don't have 4,000 in outgoing, and we're losing 3,000 in... Wait. I'm confused how I did this.
It sounds like it.
Base.
Rant over.
Are you sure?
No.
Made it 5,000.
Let me see.
Ow. Okay, it's very dangerous. Don't go near the wire.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Ow.
So,
Hey, Kristen.
point plug. Point plug.
I'm still carrying that around. I want to put that down.
Still is not.
So, HV wire on an MV outlet still going to give you an MV. So, the max I think we should see here is 8,000 in.
Okay, so
And we're getting 5,000.
Yeah. I'm just debating if I should put more on these batteries up here.
No. Well, take that back. So the power coming through the batteries
Ow.
is the power coming through the batteries is a limit because you're feeding it from the top 1,000. You're only going to get 1,000 down through the stack period.
Yeah.
This stack here is pushing 4,000, and the stack here is pushing 1,000. That's why we're limited to 5.
Okay.
Even if you have all these extra things, if you're not,
Ow.
if you have no inputs,
Okay.
if you have no more, if you're still waiting on the power to flow through the stack of batteries.
I don't think we... Okay, go ahead.
I don't think you need this many plugs up here because it's all going to flow. Your limit, your transfer limit is the limit through the bottom face of the top of this top battery.
Trying to
What
think how we
what would improve it would be adding another point, another base point, base power point, and their outgoing power plug, and hooking them up.
Where's the,
Here.
where should the... that's a plug. Wait, you need a point or a plug?
Check.
Well, actually, if you put it on another one on the face on this plug, and hook it up, that should give you more.
Another connector?
Yep, another connector and another wire to the relay. Yep, and then wire it to the relay. And that should give us 8,000 or 9,000. 8,000. Yep. So all we're doing essentially is draining the base power to fill the outgoing.
Yeah, and then once that's filled, then fill the base.
So we're getting 11,000 in. Where are we getting 11,000 in from?
Because you said that you set the flux plug to
Okay, so where are the base flux plugs? And where are they? There's a 1 point there feeding. Where's that point? 2285, 3279. 2285. Oh, this is in the wrong network. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
We're feeding it back into itself.
Yeah.
This network, if this is on the wrong network, let me change it. There we go. That should fix it. Or that was me. I think I did that. I wanted to see the stats for the other network, and so I changed it to the other network. That's better. So we're getting 3,400 in, 8,000 out. Okay. So now we have all this storage. Let's fire up the big generator.
That'll be fun to walk.
If I put this in the macerator, where's it going to go?
That macerator?
Uh-huh.
Well,
there's only one macerator.
So this macerator is auto output to so that macerator is auto output through this item pipe into the centrifuge. So if you if you click on the macerator, click on the gears on the left, and turn it so you can see the output side on that pipe, and click it once, left click it once. That'll turn the auto off, and then it won't go anywhere. Cool.
There you go.
That's great. This is our passive oxygen and silicon line.
Well,
The
there wasn't
oxygen-
there was no macerator in the line over here, so I had to use something.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. There's more machines I need to add over there. But now that I'm in MV, I kind of want to make MV versions of them, so because they're twice as fast. Twice as fast for 4 times the energy. That's the way that Gravitas essentially works.
Makes sense. Well, is there anything that macerates that is something other than low voltage?
HV macerators give you the byproducts listed for all of the ores. Until you get to HV macerators, the only benefit you're getting is speed. I don't think there's any macerator recipes that are MV gated. It's just that HV is when you start getting the byproducts.
Well, unless it's something that's in an automated process that you only want one for, it might make more sense to just use 2 macerators instead of spending all the materials to make the medium volt one, right?
Yep.
Not the basis being 5,600.
The diesel gen's producing 3,200 FE a tick.
Can we hook that up to a HV thing, or that?
Sorry?
No, I was just thinking about the immersive engineering wise, but no.
And so what we need to figure out for the power is when to shut it off, when to reverse the flow on this one to pull the diesel back out because we don't need any more power.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming the bundle in the kinetic mixer is there to make it so that you can pick up that chromium dust.
That is exactly correct.
So I can now pick that up, right?
You can pick it up, sure. You can leave it there. It won't get in the way of your recipe either.
Okay.
It's for Ian when he decides to make the vanadium steel we need for the inscriber.
Wasn't there another mixer?
There is another mixer. It's put away.
Oh, that's got to be turned on.
Yep. And I actually had a question about that because part of our power gen is actually fueled and is finite. And so I was curious whether we want to have switches on these or whether we want to run them all the time. Because on one hand, if we're doing lava gen, we can just run everything. But if we're using diesel gen, there's a finite fuel, and I think I have one more connection to make to allow it to only turn the generators on when they're needed. But if we're running all of our machines all the time and burning fuel there's nothing actually running in them. This is a philosophy question.
I like
which way
having
we want to go.
I don't think there's an easy way to make it, unless you attach all the create machines to their own individual motors. I don't think there's a way to easily set that up over there. And that is being supplemented by the windmills for the most part. I don't think they're using that much more power. For those, I can see that. For this one machine, I guess having it being able to turn on and off, I guess makes sense. The rest, I don't think anything else really stays on all the time, does it? Just to create stuff.
Yep.
You know,
So this is another spot where I've got the create switch.
Yeah. Which you turn on when you needed to use it.
Yep.
We now have raw magnetite.
Well, good, because I just used it all up. All the stuff we had in storage. Well, I didn't use it all up, but got it purifying now.
There it goes. Especially for the fact that the Create tech doesn't really upgrade in power the same way Greg Tech does. I'd be less worried about leaving that stuff on than the Greg Tech
that's
stuff.
Fine. So, Ian, I think if we unplugged this this generator,
Which one?
the one at the top here, or
Yeah.
turned it down to where it's just generating what we don't use from what we don't use, because it has its own rotation controller.
Yeah.
We can, in fact, let's do that. Let's just pull the motors off of this, because this is using more power than we actually need. Yeah. Let's put it down to 28.
Yeah, the fluid pump's the only one that's connected up to that line.
The what pump?
The fluid pump for the jute. It's the only line that's connected up comparatively.
Oh. Let's just put a point in it. In fact, I have a point on me. All right, so all right. Now we've got 1400 SU left.
Oh.
And we can tune that by turning this up until everything seizes and then turning it down. So. And if we can take all this down and replace it with this plug at the
Hey, we should have more sphalerite and other things.
more sphalerite?
Gypsum. We do have raw magnetite. I'm still waiting for the other miner to finish.
Ah, okay.
Miner to, yeah. Like negative 18,
I'm
64.
pulling down all the IE wire up here.
Glucinite, olivine, bentonite. A lot of bentonite, I noticed. Some tetrahedrite, which I'm melting down. Cinnabar. But yeah.
It's good. So I'm pulling down our old power system here. Guess that's another thing we could have offered an ASOS is our old IE power connectors.
We have 757 raw magnetite, plus whatever else is coming out of the miner.
Alright, do you have my, you should have maybe 3 of those?
I only got 2.
There's the last.
Grosselier, uranite.
Try. What happened? Was already glued, actually. Well, there's a chance. No guarantees, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check up on upstairs. Daughter came home a little bit ago, so I want to see how that's going. Okay. Communication. Okay. Wait.
No, I just.
And the black steel boot. Well, that's going to come back.
And what happened?
The black steel dust poofed.
Yeah.
Poofed, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was on my person because I had taken it out of the machine, but it's not in the machine, so it was just gone.
I see. Yep. Makes sense.
So
I wasn't being
you
that productive,
input,
so I don't do anything.
You input in this bus here, the LB input
Yep.
bus.
Yep. And it will take, if we had nitrogen gas, it would take a lot less time, but if you program 1, what's it waiting for? Oh, it's running. It's heating.
Mm-hmm.
It will take how many seconds per?
77.
Oh, goodness. Need to figure out nitrogen generation path. I haven't figured it out.
No, that's fine. I can work on the other alloys while it's going.
Be too simple if we can melt it down, huh?
Mm-hmm. That would. Alright, so... Dang it. Go away.
I don't know why we can't delete that way. It's irritating.
Yeah, I don't know why either. That is a thing. It's a very strange thing. You. That's right over here. You didn't turn this back on again, right? Oh, it is on auto. I got it. I realized that I only made half of the black steel that I wanted to make. Because to make 100, I need 200.
$150, right? Because the black steel is only half the input for those.
Yeah, but I want to make 100 of each. I want to make 50 of each.
Right. So part of the you need one black steel to weld for every alloy, and then
Right.
half of the dust recipes. Well, half of the alloy is black steel.
Right.
So you only need 1.5 per item that you're making.
Well, I'm making a lot of black steel.
You are making.
Worst problems.
there are worse things to make. Absolutely. Well, yeah.
Now I can add this. There we go. Oh, they're left. One left. You know I combine this all together. And I probably left the create thing going, didn't I? Yes, I did. And I'll turn back on your auto thingy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna store gypsum on this wall. I just don't know where yet. But do you want me to store gypsum in the main storage?
What about you can store gypsum on the wall. It's fine.
In the forgery?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Eventually, it's gonna all move downstairs anyway, so it's fine.
Oops, oops.
Okay, while that's going, let's take a look at the other things we're gonna need. So that's the thing we want to use the least of. I'm getting thirsty again. Oh, I didn't get anything to drink. Dadgummit. There, that'll hold me over. Go get some milk. There it is, Ian. Give it a minute. It's gonna put me back there again, isn't it? Lucky time. No, I'll play Ender Lilies if we can't do anything. But honestly, this is just gonna be our life for a while. Okay, there we go. A little bit thirstier than I wanted to be, but we're fine. We just gotta make it up there. There we go. Dude. Is that just there's random explosions going on down there? Okay. No, not that machine. We want... Uh-oh. Alright, F3 plus T, the button you never want to hit.
Why do you not want to press that? F3
It
plus T?
reloads everything.
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I did that once, and I was like, wait, what's happening?
Well, if you have a visual problem, that's also your solution too, because it reloads all the visual stuff. usually takes a bit, though.
Okay.
Well, it didn't fix it.
What happened? What did you do?
Okay, I think... Yeah. Okay, let me try this. I go over here. There we go. Here.
Maybe.
Okay. Go back. Hey, look! It's back! Frickin' hell. Amazing, you exist, game! Right, at least this is here. We've done a whole 11 so far. This is gonna take forever.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's just in chunks.
Okay, so we're also going to need bismuth bronze. We have 34. I'd rather make more. I thought bismuth bronze was... that's a Gravitas bismuth bronze. Not green.
Yeah, it says Gravitas at the bottom of the thing anyway.
Yeah, Ian, I can read. That's why I said that it's Gravitas.
Yeah, I think we can get more stuff out of that.
Okay. Looks like it's just what it makes. Okay, that's fine. It's fine that that's what it makes. It's just kind of weird. All right, so I want more of that. So bismuth bronze is zinc, bismuth, and copper. Got lots of zinc. Lots of bismuth. Got lots of copper. So we're making 40. These are pretty even numbers. We just want to make sure that we do one of the numbers. It doesn't really matter which one. I don't know. Which one do we want to... I guess we'd want to have more copper. So, 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we want times 4. So we want 20 copper per run. 12 zinc. And 8 bismuth. So that. Okay, kill this. We got this right. We just go like that. Give it a moment. You know what mod we need?
What?
One that makes a bigger crucible. Like it's still attached to a heater like this.
I mean, if you want to do the mathematics, you can change the size and the amount that can go in there.
No, I want a mod for that. I don't want to change it in the, you know.
Okay, that's fine. I was just letting you know. Yeah, no, I do agree. Mod is easier.
There it is, bismuth bronze. 40 ingots. Go. Ian, did you make copper?
Hi.
Ian, did you make copper?
Yes.
Will you please do the math when you use this thing?
Okay.
Because guess what I gotta do now?
Yeah, empty.
I need to reverse this thing. Hopefully it didn't take any out. I don't
No,
think
it
did.
doesn't. You just hang on. I got it. I'll be responsible for it.
Because yeah, well, now we gotta break it, put in a new mold, and we just lost some copper.
You don't need to break it. You just shift right click it, and then you put another one.
Okay. Well, here, take your shame and do the math. It's not hard to do the math, or at least, you know, watch it and let it finish. Don't leave it full. People are... You're not alone on here, man. There. Going again. All right. Give it a minute. Seven oh. Okay, we had to stop the server, give it a minute to load back up. Which means you might have lost something. We did. Spawn it in, no big deal. Alright, give it a minute. Another couple, unfortunately. What the hell? Get up there. Yeah, we lost visible front. That's fine. Let's go ahead and spawn that in. Okay, you're not flowing, right? No. There we go. So whatever this does, we gotta double it. The rest we can go ahead and put away. Okay, it should all be in there. Now I just gotta finish with the zinc. There. Pour. That's it. There. Okay, so we just got double this. That was 10 minutes. Okay. Not even 10. Well, it's a little bit over 10 minutes. We gotta wait for it to settle again. All right. Gotta double that. So let's double that. No, double that. It's more than double that. There. This with bronze made. Next thing we need is sterling silver, which I think is just, oh, just copper and silver. Okay. And I have more silver, so we want to do more silver than copper because we got a ton of silver. There's so much freaking silver. It's easy to get. It's just go find the right dragon for it. So we want to do 80% and 20%. 2, 4, 6, we want 8 copper. Per pole. We'll do 2. And we want to do 32 silver per pole. Right? Yeah, that's right. Are they all in here? No. Silver's done? No, it shouldn't be done. There's more silver. Oh, silver melts at a lower temperature than copper. I didn't know that. I thought copper was one of the lowest. Look at their clothes. And there. Pump that. set up the last one. Now let's see what we can do for the next thing. We got the bismuth bronze. We got the sterling silver. We need rose gold, which is copper and gold this time. And we still have a lot of gold, so we're going to do that. So that's 6 copper each. Yep. Stay there. And 85, so 9, 18, 36. No. If we're doing mainly this, it would be 85, 17, so 34 each one. So 16, 32, 33, 34. And you're going to go ahead and do that. I knew it. There. Just as that one finishes up, go ahead and pump that out. Just out of curiosity, chat, seeing how in a moment we're probably going to be back to a menu screen, why do you think this works so well? I can tell you why. Why does this work instantaneously? I'm just kind of curious if you guys get it. Why it's so interesting. Because if you remember, if we took this and we put it into a mold, like over here, if we did this one, each one of these molds would take time to cool down. Like, you would pour it out of this, and it would take, like, a minute each, minimum, for it to be cool enough for you to pick it up. Why is this one so cool? Or so perfect, so instantaneous? It's actually a really simple answer. Anyone? Alright, well, if we crash, create just jank. Well, not exactly. You're close. I know Galmer understands. Does someone else understand why it doesn't work? Because create just jank is kind of a clue. If we end up in a menu screen in a moment, then I'll explain it myself. Okay, put that in there. Give that a moment. We are going to need to make brass now. So 10% copper. 90%, or 10% zinc, 90% copper. $32, $33, $34, $35, $36. Yeah, that's right. Now, where's zinc? There's zinc. That number seems off. 16. Freaking hell. Keep starving. $16, 32, 33. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't dare take this and put it away right now because it'll move all this crap around again. There we go. Alright, well, we're still here. It's the temperature. Since no one else is paying attention but Galmare, that could actually answer the question at least. It's the temperature. Create doesn't understand temperature, so when it pours it into here, it's instantaneously cold. It's temperature 0. It's liquid. Liquid metal at temperature 0. So, since it's 0, it instantaneously processes it. So this is like the ultimate cooling unit right here. This makes every refrigerant in the world look very slow by comparison, because it instantaneously puts it at 0 Kelvin. Logic. Now, that's just how it works. Since it doesn't understand what temperature is, it just does it. And there. Go. There we go. And I think that's it. I don't know if these have a spot. We're going to find out in a moment. They all have a spot. Good. Clouds just got bigger. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. I was watching that on the screen to the side there. go. Now let's see how the black steel is going. Probably pretty crappy. Yep, we made 30. I put in 200. Made 30.
It's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's start with the, well, whichever I put in here first. Blue steel. We'll start with the blue steel. Obviously, we want to use as little black steel as possible, so that's going to be 50%. Okay. 50, 20, 15, 15. Okay. So for the first pull, we need 20 black steel. There's exactly 20 black steel. Actually, it's 30. Excuse me. That's 20. Gilmer, it looks like we're full on power. Do we want these turned off?
Sure, click the button.
What button? That button?
That button. It reverses the flow of that pump and yanks all the diesel out of the burners.
Okay.
I want to do that automatically, but I haven't figured out how to get a read on the power supply.
It'd be easier if it was all in one unit, but yeah.
Yeah, we're full.
If they flow down into each other, you would want to just, and then it takes it from the top down, then you would be able to monitor like halfway down with a comparator probably.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're independently connected to the network, so
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
yeah. Trying to come up with an answer, don't have one yet. thinking because Flugstack's work doesn't apparently have a way to get a redstone reading off of a storage. So what I'm thinking we may end up doing is put a GregTech battery in at the top and the bottom of the stack upstairs, or in here, the top of each of them perhaps, or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. It's the last thing I need for to get the diesel generator producing enough to be interesting, or able to automatically produce. I mean, it burns for like, each bucket is like 40 minutes, so it's
gonna be going for a while.
It could be going for a while. Yeah, I mean, pulled it out. I think it sucks in internally, has like 300 millibuckets, so like 12 minutes or something.
That's 40. That should be right. This should make weak blue steel. Start by putting 8 of you in, because that's going to take the longest to melt. Melted fast enough, I thought it would, actually. This thing really cranks out the heat.
What's that? Yeah.
This thing really cranks out the heat, yeah.
Yeah, the crucibles are really, really nice. They're about 40% faster than a forge. And then if they have
40% per
items
item,
in
but
it.
they do more items.
Yes. They also, I think, go faster if you have liquid in them.
Which, of course, makes sense.
Right. Took them a while, but we got there.
Almost there. Just gotta get this steel to melt. I think that's actually the longest. I think steel melts at a higher temperature than black steel. Could be wrong, though. I don't remember off the top of my head. They're both basically brilliant white.
Black melts slower, and it's not quite brilliant.
Okay. And there, weak blue steel. There we go. Go ahead and pour that. Let's see how much black steel we got now. We got another 20, I can do it again. Almost. 2 more. Start getting the stuff together for another pull. 8 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 sterling silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 bismuth bronze, right? Yeah. Which is the wrong color.
It is the wrong color. I thought we had business bronze in storage already.
We did. I made more.
Ah. Cool.
I'm going to be using some, so I'm going to make more. Yeah, white 4 stars. It is 1 stage below steel. I thought it was a little more. It's stronger, but melts at a lower temperature.
Go figure.
Well, temperature and strength are not directly related. And I don't know if what makes it durable for tools would be the strength or its hardness. All these things are not directly related to each other, really.
Sure. Metallurgy goes wild.
You just like that I'm a Twitch streamer and YouTuber that actually knows that information.
It does help.
Not only have I done TFC forever, but I did go to college. I didn't finish the program that I wanted to go into because I kind of started this, but I went for metallurgy.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, not metallurgy
I did not know
directly.
that.
It's just one of the classes was a metallurgy class. I went for mechanical technology, and one of the things I found most interesting was metallurgy.
Don't blame you. Good stuff.
This should be it. Blue steel. There we go. And that is enough to make 80 ingots. Next is going to be red steel, but we got to wait for the black steel to catch up. Meantime, I should probably make some more sandwiches. I think these are about to go bad soon, and no, they're not going to go bad soon. But I'm going to need more.
If you're making them, I'll take some too.
Of course. I mean, if an Asos would eat it too, I would give some to him.
Right.
Sorry, I was talking with Ian for a second there. Let's go over here. I think I can say. Sandwiches. Oh, and before I go there, these did not grow. These cave vines, to get the berries out of them, you gotta be so gentle. If you, like, look up at them, and the hitbox for the one above it just happens to be overlapping just a bit. Well, yeah, goodbye cave vine. It's just gone. They break instantaneously. But they're so nice. I mean, I don't mind just it. These, I don't mind just being at random points around the base as long as they're not in your face. They are so cool. They're such a nice little light source. And it's not like they take zero effort. If you want to get them at the length that you want them at, it actually takes a little while.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're aesthetically pleasing, and they're pretty bright. I think they're glowstone bright. If they're not glowstone bright, they're torch bright, and that's still pretty freaking bright. Although honestly, I don't. If I remember correctly, in Minecraft, that's actually the same brightness now. Can't remember directly. Well, anyway, it's close to as bright as you can get, which is good. And yeah, like I said, they look good. And plus, since we have a lot of tall builds, having them hang down like that looks kind of cool.
I like it.
Yeah. As long as they're just not in your face, they make a lot of sense. They might be a good way to start replacing these balloons. They do stop at random points. If you don't want to wait... actually, I'm not sure if this works. In vanilla Minecraft, you can shear them at their length that you want them to stop at. That works!
That's cool. You think it'll stop, or do you think it'll keep growing?
No, that'll stop it. It wouldn't even try to snip it if it didn't work. So we could actually like take them, start growing them next to where the balloons are and stuff like that. Let them start growing down, and if a glowberry shows up at the length that we want it at, we clip it. If it doesn't, we hit it and let it try again. As you can see from them growing, it's like a 1 in 10 chance every time it grows one. Like this one, I'll take this glowberry. And I think I kind of like the length of this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and snip that. Go right here. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you, and I think that's a good one right there, so yes, I know shears are a tool. You don't need to give me the axe instead. Thank you, game. There. And this one, let's break this one higher up because this one did not get what we wanted. There. Now let it grow. Now if you take this one and put it at a place where we want a light source, like right here. Go next to this one, just like that. That. Oh, these are top slabs. I see. Okay, we need rosewood slabs. Now, are you working on advancing stuff so that we can get the anchors? Is that what you were working on?
Haven't touched that yet. There's a couple other targets I had. Right
Okay.
now, I'm cleaning out the mix-up of partial alloys. I think I'm just about done.
So we got some calamari.
Yep, that's when I got the full squid.
Makes sense. Can't remember what I'm doing. Why'd I have to come back here? I have no idea why I just came back here for what I'm doing.
Uh-oh.
That's normal. That's just normal. Oh, I remember now. I wanted to make a pressure plate for the door.
Cool.
I'm betting that this mod has a pressure plate. It does.
The frame mod? Oh,
Yep.
that could be cool.
And we were using basalt, right? Yeah, we were using basalt, so let's just use basalt again for that. I'll just use like the regular basalt so it's going to be visible. So not the smooth basalt. Do we not have any just basalt? Oh, we have basalt pillars. There we go. Got one. The basalt is not next to the basalt.
Yeah, if we do what we think talking about, that won't matter anymore, right? Because we'll be
Right.
all hidden.
Well, it'll still make it easier to find it when you're looking down there, but yeah. There we go. Oh, okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16. Let's do a good number. Tempted to make pizza. Nah.
Well, we're down to just one set of duplicated partial molds. We have aluminium and aluminum. Don't think I want to try to combine those. It's silly, but they're both in here. I'm not going to mess with it.
Have you liked your bananas, by the way?
They've been excellent.
Time for me to work on my fruit a little bit here.
I'm actually short on fruit right now myself. All right.
Well, there's enough for 2 bowls. There's honestly lots of pineapple too. There's a ton of pineapple.
I think there's dried apples in there too.
this is going to make enough for 32, so we're gonna need 32 each of you. Oh, I can't even do that with the squash. Oh, we're gonna make 30. Should 30 and then a couple little bit of extra of the garlic, so that's fine. Oh, I got bananas.
All right, I've replaced the. Gone up to a MV mixer. That was one of the items on the list.
It's only 34 of you. What list?
A list of things we need to upgrade to get to where we're going.
Okay.
I just added them to the blueprint. So I need to make these.
Hello, Jubilee. Well, that was dumb.
What's that?
I did not put rice grain in there. I put rice, like, unprocessed in there. You know what it gave me? Nothing. It gave me nothing. Well, good thing I got a freaking lot of rice.
That is good.
16.
You get nothing.
Yep, I got nothing. Try that again. This time we use the knife. I really should stop throwing this out. I keep throwing away the straw when I get it, because I just don't care. But, yeah. I'm assuming, is that not in a compacting drawer yet? Because that should be in a compacting drawer. It is not.
It's not in a compacting drawer, it's true. And you're right, it should be. No reason not to.
Seeing as I made, there's eight of them sitting right here, yes, that definitely should. Okay. So let's see what you compact into. Oh, good, hay bales.
And not thatch. Interesting.
Not thatch. Which is good. That's what we wanted to compact into. now I tried to make the rice grain into dough without turning it into flour. I know how this works. I've done this before.
I watched you do it.
A lot. I've done this a lot. I've literally done this a very lot. You couldn't tell by watching me right now. Yeast. I'll make more of this in a minute. Making more yeast is that difficult. Just gotta do it.
It's just time consuming.
Yeah, but if you just do it and walk away, it's not that big of a deal at all. You want 2 buckets and 13 grains for each one. Nice and easy. Okay, now we take this and spread it throughout my entire inventory so we don't pick up the bread.
There's a pro move.
Stand right here. And wait. Why is there an apple in the olive oil?
No idea.
Okay.
Probably was just errantly placed there.
Okay, there we go. See you in 5 minutes. Excuse me. Okay, we got about 5 minutes before it happens again, I'm sure. Give it a moment. Oh, I forgot the ham. Let me really get the ham.
Hey, Pack, I'm gonna go get dinner.
Okay. This is supposed to be here. Just found a lava before. Which is weird. Shouldn't be. Okay, so I need 16 to use. Should do it. Knife, bread. Other bread. Do this meat here. Do this here. That's sandwich 1. There. Of course, like, they stack horribly, but whatever. This goes first. More of that later on. Next thing to eat. This is the oldest, right? That's the oldest. That for me. That's everyone else. There. Okay, that's done. Now, if I recall, if we look at a travel anchor, or no information on it, huh? Ooh, if I look up travel anchor, Ender IO travel anchor. 50 block range, I think. So if we're standing here, like let's take a look around here. We're not going to need to use it for this room. This is that room. We might repurpose this for something else, but right now this is nothing. I don't think we're going to need it for this stuff so much. And we're probably going to be, if we're going to expand out, I don't know what we're going to be doing for other stuff, right? If we look here, oh, the door is closed. We're going to be taking another break here in a moment. It's already happening. We go to medium health, ultra high voltage, extreme, insane, ludicrous, 0 point, ultimate high, ultra high, milestones, navigation aids. At some point, we're going to space, so we're going to have a rocket area. That's the only thing I'm guaranteed of. I don't know how big all these things get. I don't know if they get bigger. I don't know. So I think we're mainly going to be going into that one room and just moving around that thing. Maybe it'll expand out in a direction. Maybe we'll add a second level or something like that. We're mainly going to be there. So I think what we want to do is have it be to the left of that, to the west of that room, and maybe a little bit down, and try to make it so that we have a travel anchor in the middle of that room that's no more than 50 blocks away from that spot. I think then we're good to go. Okay, back in a bit.